Hello, everyone, and welcome to the special bonus of the Next Perfect Step that we have for you. We're here today to talk a little bit about the fall equinox and have a discussion about what we do during this time of year, how to honor what's going on, the changes in the energy, and we'd love to hear from you what your routines or what special things you do to honor the fall and the change of season. So for the fall equinox, it's a time, equinox means equal, it's equal day and light. And here's the pivotal point where the days are going to start to grow shorter and the darkness longer. And we can already start to feel the energy start slowing down. And as we slow down, we start to feel more clarity coming in. When we don't have that busy energy, we can allow that things to become more clear to us around. So it's a great time when we find that clarity, start observing the harvest, right? The fall is a time of harvest. And we get to see and take the time to think back to the beginning of the year, the spring, the summer, what we were feeling, what we were doing. Our thoughts become things. So what kind of feelings, what kind of things were we thinking? And now's the time where we're shown what that created, right? Now our thoughts have become things. And it's not a time of judgment. It's just a time to observe and to notice what you've created. And it gives you an opportunity to know that if you can create this, then you can create anything. So if we start to change our thoughts and our daydreams, we get to know that those get to come true too, right? So this is a time to really slow down and sit with those thoughts and those observations. Again, without judgment. There's no good or bad in it. So for me, I love during this time of year to bring out more of the candles, right? I love that as we're going more into shorter days, that I like the natural light of the candle. It reminds me of calmness and that light in the darkness. It's a time of peacefulness for me when I have the candles going in the darkness and stuff like that. And a time where the leaves are changing to the yellows and the oranges and the reds, right? All soft, darker colors, but calming colors, right? And they're also the colors of our lower chakras, right? And so that's a time of really connecting with the earth, our physical body. So it's a great time to make like warm soups, like vegetable soups, right? We get to use what have harvested over the summer we've grown in our gardens, and think about making a soup, right? You cut up all the vegetables and it's a slow process. Soup doesn't make in a half an hour. It takes time. It's a slow process, and how wonderful it is when it's done, right? So those are some ways that I connect what energies I see and feel for the fall. And Laurie, I'd love for you to share what your experiences is and what you love to do in the fall.
Thank you. I loved what you shared about our thoughts become things, and what we thought about at the beginning of the summer is now coming to fruition. And it made me think of my garden, like, because in the spring I planted the seeds and all of that. And now is the time where it's been coming to harvest. And I get to take the fruits of those seeds that we planted and now harvest that. And like you said, just think of nice ways to use it, maybe drying the herbs. Maybe I grew turnips this year, which was the first time. So I'm going to take that and put that in my autumn soup. But yeah, I love seeing the leaves turning, as you said, and when they're falling off the trees, it makes you think about things that you can release in your life, things that you can let go of, because summer's a busy time. Lots of things are going on in the summer, and now we can start to slow down. It's what I'm looking forward to. And like Lori said, just getting cozy and maybe curling up with a book and a blanket. But it's a time to just slow down and go inward and just be just enjoy the change of the seasons. So I believe that I usually reflect on things that I do need to, what I'd like to release, what I'd like to let go of from the year so far. And then I was thinking about something that I like to do is write them down, and then just make a list of those things that I would like to let go of. And then you can either burn them or bury them, or in some fashion, just get rid of that list. And then you can make another list of things that you want to bring into your life and get clear on, or just new thoughts, new dreams that you can begin to nurture in the stillness of the winter. And when you go deep within, you're getting still, you're just kind of letting that incubate, like you're in a cave, you're just being still, and with yourself and with your soul. So that's what some of the things I mean, I love the traditional things in autumn too, like picking apples and getting the winter squash and all of that too. But metaphorically, I guess I like to think about what we can also do physically and spiritually for ourselves and to get ready.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. It is a peaceful time where we get to slow down and really find the gratitude in the slowdown, right? And our bodies have to adjust, right? This is also a period of adjustment because we've been so fast paced, right? Summer is so fast paced. We're trying to do everything in such a short time because the weather's so perfect and we're trying to get it all in. And it is a time to honor the slowdown, right? Even picking flowers, picking flowers, yes, you can pick flowers too, but picking apples, it just doesn't feel fast paced. And, we find the joys, and instead of rushing around like we do in the summer, cooking and all that stuff, even baking an apple pie, it's kind of a slower process, Yeah, I love that.
It's time for comfort food.
Yeah, and comfort all around, like you said, a warm blanket and a cup of tea, and just taking those cozy moments. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'd like to share a Buddhist prayer that is kind of nice. It might be a nice way to have a ceremony outside or by yourself or by your altar if you have one. So it's just something I'd like to share with you. It says, "May people be happy. May the peacemakers righteously rule the earth. Let there be welfare for animals and people of wisdom at all times. May all be happy. May it rain at the proper time. May the earth produce grains, saps, fruits, and wild native vegetables always. May this world be free from famine. May people of contemplation be fearless." Amen to that.
Right? That's perfect. I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Do you have something to share about the horoscope?
Yeah, so I thought a little fun activity we would do is I looked up the horoscope for each zodiac sign, where they are in the fall, what house your sign falls in, which you don't have to necessarily understand, but it's going to tell you So when I look at horoscopes like that, it's an opportunity for us to look around, see where it's showing up in our lives, and see, what we're creating in our lives in that area of our lives. So for Aries, the fall equinox gives you an opportunity to examine if all is right and balanced within your relationships. Aries, as the sun in Libra, occupies your seventh house of partnerships. Given your ruling planet, Mars, the planet of conflict, is also in Libra over the next few weeks. You might be feeling some tension or misalignment in your partnerships. But by really leaning into Libra's diplomatic energy, you'll have the chance to restore order. There's an encouragement to compromise and to find that sweet spot with the people that you are in partnership with. So again, it's not bad. It's not saying that your partnerships are all in conflict. It's just you get a chance to look at where each one of your partnerships in all aspects of your life are. So for Taurus, where in your daily routines fulfilling and where they are lacking. The fall equinox lands in your sixth house of everyday rituals. It gives you a chance to figure out how best to organize your life as you ease into this quieter season. It's a wonderful time to look at your health regimen and ask if you need to make a shift anywhere. Perhaps you need to adjust your sleep schedule to accommodate a busier social calendar. Or maybe you notice you've been working through lunch and negotiating your nourishment as a result, neglecting your nourishment as a result. This period of downshifting is your time to turn a critical eye towards your daily schedule and put in place some routines that are better supportive of your wellness. For Gemini, this fall is all about tapping into your joy. I love that for you because your fifth house of creativity and pleasure is in the sun site. The equinox is a prime day to light a fall candle and settle in for some journaling or movie watching, or head to a pottery class and get your hands dirty making new mugs for the fall drinks.
Creativity. Right?
Yes.
Like that.
For Cancer, the word that comes to mind for you this fall equinox is retreat. Your fourth house of family is at play here, and you're called to nest and cozy up, which is likely exactly how you'd prefer to welcome this season anyway. It's a time to really hunker in, nourish yourself, and give yourself permission to put on the do not disturb mode. Leo. It's a good time to look at whether you want to change your style of communication and how you express yourself. You might consider journaling to get your thoughts out and organize how you'd like to say something to someone important in your life. You're feeling freer to love and be loved, and as the sun in Libra highlights your third house of communication, you have a fresh chance to consider how you're being perceived by others too. For Virgo, your second house of money and security is in the sun's spotlight. Think about whether you've been going to extremes at either end of the financial spectrum, whether splashing in cash with abandon or denying yourself any expenditures in the name of frugality.
Probably
Being
forget.
frugal. Yeah.
Being frugal.
Not the tongue twister. Yeah. In either case, consider what you can do to bring some balance to your financial situation. For Libras, the autumn equinox kicks off your season, which means it's your time to shine. The sun occupies your first house of the self, encouraging you to lean into your most libertarian energy and seek balance in all things. Relationships can be especially on your mind this fall, with plans filling up your social calendar, meaning it's also key to pencil in some alone time so you don't deplete your social battery from all the onset. The name of the game is balance, balance, balance. Scorpio, the sun is shining in your 12th house of subconscious mind this fall. This is your time to go within, as you're naturally wont to do. The fall equinox in particular is an ideal moment of embracing spirituality and rituals as a means to align with your inner world. Analyzing messages and images from your dreams is another way you might work with the energies of this moment. Sagittarius. There's no question that you're a social butterfly year-round, but this fall equinox asks you to turn your focus to your friendships, in particular. Your 11th house of friends and communication is in community. Your 11th house of friends and community is in the sun spotlight, making the moment right for social activities. You have a reputation for doing what you want to do and blazing your own trail, but you're really encouraged to pay attention to relationships at work, at home, and with friends. Organize a movie night, host a virtual happy hour, or schedule that weekend trip with the friends you've been missing. Capricorn, the fall equinox throws your career into stark relief as the sun shines upon your 10th house of work and reputation. This is a house with which you're very comfortable as the classic workaholic of the Zodiac. But accordingly, you could still be in for some major revelations. Equinoxes have the energy of really stimulating change. So I'd suggest thinking about anything you want to change around your identity and work. Aquarius, how can you expand your mind? The sun in Libra is activating your 9th house of higher learning, travel, and adventure, all of which tend to resonate with you. Yes, it does. The prospect of slower, softer time is ideal for you to hold up with a book on your favorite topic. If you're feeling a bit more social, consider taking a class or a workshop that gets you out of your house, or even planning a fall getaway. I love that. Pisces, the fall equinox is a time of transformation for you. The sun shining in your 8th house of shared finances and debts, encouraging you to unpack the behavioral patterns that could be holding you back from growth in these areas. This process could be deeply emotional, and you might find yourself feeling extra reactionary as a result. Finding ways to tend to your mental health and incorporate more ease and peace in your life will serve you especially well this season. So there were horoscopes for every zodiac. It's kind of a fun little thing for all of us to take a look at. I hope you enjoyed it.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I especially loved mine. I'm an Aquarius, love travel, love staying home and reading a book, and I love workshops. All of the above. Yay!
I'm a Sagittarius, so that fit for me too. I liked it.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Love to hear our listeners, your comments about what you're feeling this autumn equinox, and how you are planning to celebrate or to pass the season.
Yeah, share ideas with us. Let us know how you celebrate the equinox. We'd love to hear, even if it's your favorite soup recipe or a dessert or a ritual that you do or a building of an altar, whatever you do, we'd love to hear all the different ways that this time is celebrated.
Yes, it's a special time.
Yes, it is. Yeah. One I really enjoy.
Me too.
Yeah. I like the slowing down. I mean, I'm a summer girl. I love the sun and I love the heat. But this, I like this quiet time. I like this slowing down and this, it just feels cozy, you know? Yeah. And when we can tap into, um, what nature is teaching us all around us, right? I mean, the leaves changing colors, they show us that change can be a beautiful thing. Teaches us to let go. It teaches us to slow down and appreciate all the little things. I mean, I love everything about it.
Great. So we'll just invite you to join us in our next episode, unless you'd like to say something else, Lori. Do you have anything else to add?
No, do we want to do a little equinox meditation?
Yes. Yes,
Right.
that's right.
So if we want to take just a couple minutes, we're going to kind of hone in the energy of everything we just talked about. So if we want to close our eyes, start by taking a couple nice deep breaths in through the nose, blowing out like you're blowing out a candle, really becoming present in your body. Maybe putting your hands on your heart and your belly. Connecting to the earth, to all that we've grown and are now getting to receive the blessings. Feeling the comfort of a warm blanket and a hot cup of tea. Just breathing and slowing down. Taking the time to watch the leaves fall gently onto the earth. Breathing in the colors and reminding us that change can really be a beautiful thing. Opening our hearts in pure gratitude of all that we've harvested, all the blessings that are coming into us. And as we breathe in to gratitude, we feel the love in our heart growing and growing. May we find the space and time to sit right there. And as we do, we can feel it gravitating from inside out and surrounding the world around us. Just taking a couple more deep breaths, breathing in all the energy that we're offered at this time. And when you're ready, I offer you a beautiful fall. Thank you for joining us for the special bonus edition of the fall equinox.
Thank you, and we'll see you in the next podcast. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you.